What's up, guys? Welcome back to Kerbal with me, Bird. Today I've got three things I'd like to do. We'll see how we do. First of all, I'd like to show you guys yet another attempt at the landing on the eastern continent with that Tri-Sloth one. Some of you noticed, and if you read the comments, sorry, one second. If you read the comments, then you'll probably also have noticed that I was trying to land in ×2 speed. I also wasn't being very clever about how I controlled my descent. Thankfully, the more observant of you rather harshly let me know about this. So thanks a lot to those guys. So yeah, I'm going to jump into the Tri-Sloth, fly over the Kerbal Antic, bring it down quite low because I don't want you guys to have to watch a whole load of it. It can drag on a bit. Show you guys the landing. Then we're going to jump back to Kerbal Space Center. We're going to try out a new aerobatic jet, short-range aerobatic jet I designed last night. Now, bearing in mind I had a long day yesterday, and I was rather tired last night. It was quite late, and in my opinion it was really good, but I don't actually know how good it is. My testing was very limited before I fell asleep. And then thirdly, if we still have time after all of that, and after this great long speech with nothing really happening, I would like to try and sort of impromptu build yet another aerobatic craft and test it out and see how it flies. So this is the Tri-Sloth 1. I'm going to fly about in it all the way over the Kerbal Antic. Oh dear, excuse me. And yeah, I'll see you hopefully at a low altitude and low speed. All going well. Anyway, see you on the other side. We're going to do a landing. See you in a bit. And we're back. Yeah, a bit lower this time, a bit closer. I thought I'd cut out some of the boring descent. I've come in on a much shallower angle, actually, sort of low-ish over the sea, coming in towards the land, up at about 1 kilometre, but bringing it down slowly. If we look at the map, I've chosen a bit of a... It was quite... I had to... I used your words. I had to quite carefully position myself to land on this sort of outstretched bit, but I hope it's flat. I think it's flat. It's probably not flat, knowing my luck. So yeah, I'm just bringing it down at quite a low speed, just using the F key to alternate my computer, although computers in planes are something I'd like to stop using. I think it'd be better to fly them organically. Obviously they're perfect for longer flights, because they are just brilliant for autopiloting. Basically, you set your attitude and speed, you switch computer on, and it will just fly you wherever you're pointed, which is somewhat a luxury. But still fantastic. So brought it down to 500 meters. I'm going to stick the gear down, just to show you I am in one times speed this time. So hopefully things go a bit more smoothly. This looks like a relatively flat, nice landing area. Vertical speed, I'm touching my screen. You can't actually see my fingers because I'm not filming myself, so that was dumb. Anyway, vertical speed's nice. Speed here is nice. Let's have a look. Fuel, plenty of it left. Okay. All's going to plan. I did consider making an alteration, adding a parachute, so once we have wheels down we can slow down quickly, but I thought it wouldn't be fair. I should try and do a landing as it was, but in 1 time speed, without changing anything, just to see if this plane can do it. And I'm pretty sure it can, as long as I cut the engines as soon as the wheel's down, and don't have to touch anything else. Hopefully the weight of the engines isn't too much, and I think that's what happened last time, is I was too rough on the landing. The weight of the engines was too much, and the wheels just buckled. And as soon as they buckled, everything else hit the deck, and the whole thing went kaboom, including all 3 pilots. God rest their souls. So yeah, let's keep bringing this down. This is quite a nice landing in comparison, simply because it's 1 time speed, so it just seems more natural, as it were. It just seems like everything's going right. Gears down, elevation's coming down, altitude rather. Relatively shallow angle of attack. Throttle's right back. Speed's coming back. Surface is getting closer. Yeah, nice flat strip of land. Left the coast for better days. Coming down, coming down. Here's the ground. I'm going to cut the engines there. Oh, bit of a bounce. And there's the landing. So the engines are cut. Oh my goodness. Okay, I see the problems with these hard points. They are flexing a lot. A lot. Please don't break. Please don't break on me. Please don't break. Please don't break. Please don't break. I'm not touching any of the controls. I just wanted to... It's ice skating. No. No. Oh. Oh. God. God. Oh. Wow. I suppose in times 2 speed I never noticed that, but that must have been the problem. Well, we've done it, guys. We've landed. Seeing as this was a one-way flight anyway, I am pleased with that. That was a result for me. Survived, landed, and we checked the map. Oh, yeah, there we are. Nicely landed. The Trisloth one. Took off about here, flew across, landed across this outstretched bit of land, came down, and the wheels started skating side to side. The wingtips dropped too low. Wingtip collided with the ground, caused an explosion, caused much more explosions. Explosions shot the cabin forward. Despite having a low impact resistance, this cabin survived. All 3 people survived for their holiday in the sunny... Look how happy Sean is. In the sunny East Continent. And don't worry, they'll be rescued by the Kerbal Space Agency or whatever. But yeah, that's a success to me. Now, how long have we been? I don't know because I stopped recording. But I think we've definitely got time to show off my latest invention. If it works, I don't know. The testing, like I said, has been extremely limited. But yeah, so let's end this flight. So these guys get taken back. Let's see. Yes, the wing crashed into the terrain. Then the hard points and everything exploded, but all 3 survived. We covered 350k. Enjoyed very little G. Quite a comfortable flight actually. Could be done commercially if the landing is perfected. Yeah, we went a bit high. I sort of lost focus, but it did mean that we we went quite quickly. Up to 431 meters per second and a height of 12,000 meters. So yeah, all-round success, I think. Let's head back to the Space Center. Or this hangar. Let's head back to the hangar and load up the latest invention, the Dart 1. You might have seen it when I loaded the Trisloth and thought that's what he's going to be using, but there it is. Slightly mad invention. That's what comes with building planes late at night. But it seemed to me on takeoff testing to handle itself pretty well. So let's get straight onto the launch pad. Sorry, runway. And let's see what this thing can do. We've got Sean, Charlie and Josen. See, I told you they'd be rescued. I'm just going to brake to stop it rolling forward. Right, daytime. That's brilliant. Got our buildings here. We might do a bit of flyby, see how good it is. Right, I'm going to put it on caps lock controls. And I think I'm going to... There's no computers. There's no computer unit, as you might have noticed. I'm using this cockpit now. I've got... This is probably overkill. My thinking here was I can do a 90-degree roll and still get some vertical lift because it's one of these wings, and when you roll 90 degrees it'll still supply lift. But now my thinking is, looking at it, and this is clearly a mistake, it will only provide lift to one side of the plane. The other side is not going to have lift, which will cause it to turn back to level, which isn't so bad. I guess that makes it slightly more stable. I don't know. I'm not in any way qualified. Although I no longer try these, I no longer trust, these hard points. I think they are dodgy and not to be trusted, especially on landings with heavy planes. They start to jerk out to the sides and sort of skate around like it's on an ice rink. Anyway, that's a ramble and a half. Let's get to some flight. So I'm going to throttle up. I'm going to hit the brakes so we can get our engine up to speed before we let go of the brakes. Watch that heat up. Right, that's nice and hot. Let go of the brakes, and I'm going to give it a waggle of the... Okay, I just need to get it moving, so I'm going to take it off careful controls and just waggle the directional till we're moving. Now, the only tricky part about aerobatics is going to be the fact the camera doesn't follow the plane. And ideally, I'd have 2 hands on the controls, but I might have to have 1 hand on the mouse to try and keep... Oh, good lord. Careful, 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 careful. Okay, that's takeoff. Gear up. I know that wasn't a perfect takeoff, but you've got to take what you get. Gear up, please. Thank you very much. Right, the gear is up. The plane is flying. I'm going to take that hand off the mouse and just see how it rolls. Oh, it rolls nicely. So yeah, there's a 90-degree roll and turn coming round. And now let's try rolling out. Just keep it on the horizon so we don't lose any altitude because we're not very high up. Okay, that rolled out nicely. Right, let's switch back to the rear view. We're coming in on the buildings now. I'm going to do a low flyby. side view so you can see how close we are. Oh, we're going to hit this tracking center. That wouldn't be good. Woohoo, that was close. Okay, roll on side, do another... Oh dear lord. Okay, the engine just broke off, so we're going to do an emergency landing. We're going to hit gear, bring the gear down. Hopefully there's enough lift from these wings to keep us somewhat... stop us somewhat from plummeting. I'm going to keep the nose up so that we keep the vertical descent down, try and keep level. Oh my goodness! Oh, that was alright. That was alright. Hard points are collapsing. I'm going to brake a bit. Braking. No, don't want to fold. Braking. Oh, not good. Not good. Okay. Why did the engine break off? Let's have a look at the statistics. The engine collided with the control surface. So let's go to the hangar. Now, I presume that means these guys. Let's see what I might do. Switch the old sim. I like this. This was great. But we're going to move these guys further up the plane so that we can move these guys. Oops. Put them like that so they're out of the way of the engine entirely. Okay, this configuration is not to be trusted, so I'm going to look at I'm going to look at an alternative design. Maybe these guys. I know they do jettison the... Would that be too low is what I'm wondering. Are they too large? Let's try putting a set of wheels on there. Okay, so I think they are a little bit lower possibly than the front wheel, but that's not too much of a problem as that should provide us a nose-up angle of attack, which will make it slightly easier to take off. Let's just have a look from above. Yes, I've made these wings less... what's the word? Swept. Less swept than the front wings. So they're out the way of the engine. Hopefully that won't deteriorate their controls. And I'm gonna whack a parachute on for the sake of... In fact, I'll do parachutes like that. And these guys, basically the point of them is to... once we've got 3 wheels on the ground, if we open them up, they should slow us right down without having to brake. We can brake and use them and generally just stop the plane before any damages can occur. And hopefully, if all this works to plan, which is very unlikely, we'll have a nice flight. So let's try again. Hopefully the engine doesn't break off. Just check the sequencing. So we've got some gear. Why have we got 4... Interesting. Is that 1 or is that 2? Oops, that was the wrong button. Okay, apparently there's 2 gear at the front. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's to do with symmetry. Let me take symmetry off. Grab this guy again. Do that. Okay, now I've got 3 gear. 2 parachutes on the second. Okay, we want to get these guys in their own sequence. So we've got... put these guys actually in here. Go on, in you go. So, spacebar will ignite the engine. G for gear. Spacebar after that will activate parachutes. And spacebar after that will jettison our undercarriage, but we won't be doing that because we want our undercarriage for landing. Okay, all looks good. Let's save it and give it another launch. This time, though, I think because the engine's more likely to stay, I think it was because we were pulling quite a lot of G. The engine came off. I think I'm going to try a rolling takeoff this time so we're not worried about the brakes. Careful controls on, throttle to max. Just check that we're on the center line or near it. Okay, so what we're going to try this time is we're going to try a loop-de-loop. We're going to get some speed up, then we're just going to pull back, and hopefully the thing will go up and round. Oh, whoa! Okay, high power takeoff. Let's bring the gear up. Get some altitude, about 1,000 meters should do it, or 800. Right, we're going to pull back, and we're going to go up. Now I'm going to just do this a little bit gradually, because this thing really wants to tumble, and what I don't want to tumble, I want to go up and over. So there's the top section of the loop. Right, now bring it down. There's the second side. And level out again. But as you can see, we gained about 1,000 meters of altitude there. So I'm just going to... Ooh, don't want to roll, don't want to roll, don't want to roll. Rolling's not good. Let's level out again. Okay, let's just calm down. There's the tumble. Yep, there is tumble. Right, let's try and pull out. Oh, there goes the engine. Okay, that's very interesting. Not the... Oh, there's the ocean. Okay, we are definitely tumbling. Okay, we're out of the tumble, but we didn't have enough altitude and we crashed. By the looks of it, though, our wheels survived, and thanks to persistent debris, they will be there for quite some time. Okay. Let's just restart the flights instead of making any alterations. I'm trying to work out what caused the tumble. We pulled up, we went up, across and down, pulled out. Maybe full throttle isn't the best plan. Maybe I don't need full throttle, so I'm going to take off with full throttle. Like so. I'm going to do a flyby of the tower this time. Might do a loop-the-loop afterwards. But I wonder what caused... Oh dear. That's what we don't want to do. Okay, let's pull up. Wow. Yeah, this thing has more thrust than it needs, so I'm going to throttle right back. I think it's the excess. Whoa. Come on. Behave yourself. Okay. Right, this is no use. I don't know what's causing this. Maybe it's the wing configuration, so I'm going to try altering that. Give it one more flight, and then I will check how long we've been going for. So hopefully they'll have reset their tilts. Okay. Yep. Okay, right. Come on, behave yourself now. Let's give it one last launch and then maybe consider a new design altogether. Impromptu aeronautics. Okay, throttle up. Careful controls on. Pitch back. Oh dear, what's going on there? Come on, keep it straight. Keep it straight, keep it straight, keep it straight. Oh, okay. Right, throttle back because we don't need that much thrust. Gear up. Gear up. Thank you. Right, let's just do a fly around. So, turn like so. Just use a bit of S and A, or S and D if we were turning the other way. Level out there. Lovely. Yeah, so I think it was simply a case of too much thrust for too little weight, making it unstable and tumble. Similar to if you attach a solid rocket booster to a Mini Cooper, you will lose control because you have more thrust than the car can handle. I think the engine was too large for... Oh, we're doing quite low passes here. There we are, down at 100 meters or so. Oh, yeah, how low can we go? That's less than 100, about 99. Just going to level out. I'll try to anyway. So as you can see, I'm currently flying without computers, and whilst this is more fun for me, I think for sort of longer flights or flights of more precision, it would definitely be the way to go. Stick a computer module on there. 80 meters. Ooh. Ooh, okay, that was quite close, and I made a... Okay, let's stop making stupid noises, and just calmly fly over here and see what this forest is all about, and then we're going to try another loop-de-loop. But yeah, this is a wonderful plane, actually. You feel free to copy the design. Obviously, I'm not going to take you to court over it. It's a design in Kerbal. Honestly, don't stress about it. But yeah, try flying it, seeing what tricks you can pull, and then maybe if you pull a cool trick, let me know how, and maybe I can showcase it in a later video. And I know I rambled on earlier. Not many of you watch my rambly videos, but I did ramble on earlier in the week about how I haven't got a lot of time. But today I have time, and actually this weekend I should probably be able to put a couple more videos up. Not to promise anything because I don't know, but all things being well, there's a high possibility of some more Kerbal on the way. So let's fly to the forest and check out these poorly rendered trees. Come on, trees, you're letting the game down. See if we can fly lower than the trees. Come on, trees. Render. Or you just look like that. Okay. So yeah, there we are, flying below the height of the trees. Right, let's get some altitude now. We're going to loop the loop now, so just level off at 300. Give or take. Oh. And if you watch the prograde and how it responds to where I'm pointing, it's very rapid response. So it's obviously a maneuverable aircraft that likes to do what you tell it to. So we're roughly speaking 300. I'm just going to make sure we're at more than 250. For some reason the nose is dipping at the moment. So I can gain some altitude. Like so. Okay, now I'm going to pull back. Okay, there we go. Okay, and over. And back around. Okay, that was a pretty good loop-the-loop. Started about 350, ended about 350. Nice circular shape. So, well done. To congratulate myself rather vainly. I thought that was a rather good loop. Make sure to tell me I'm doing a rubbish job in the comments, because I'm sure you've all done better. But this is as far as my missions go. This is a pretty huge success. Okay, right. There's one more move I'd like to try. One more aerobatic maneuver, which is the barrel roll. There's also the half Cuban, but that's basically a roll where you level out at the top. Anyway, not a roll, a loop where you level out at the top. So barrel roll, I'm just trying to think through the actual, what you actually do. So I think I should pull up and turn at the same time. So we're going to give it a go. Ready? Up to 300 or so, and pulling up and rolling, rolling, rolling. Yeah, look at that. Brilliant. Lost a bit of altitude, but you do with most aerobatic maneuvers in real life. I'm pleased with this. This is, honestly, the Dart 1 is a fantastic aerobatic display jet. So let's try half Cuban. Let's pull up for the loop. Going up and going over, and then we roll out there. Oh, doesn't like to roll out there, but we did. Sort of. Yep. Yep, there we go. Okay, let's do it the other way now. So pulling up and ready and over, and when we get to the horizon, we just roll out. Okay, it's not the stable. I should probably give it some rudder when I roll out. It's not too happy about it otherwise. But let's go bring it back down, because we've got a bit of height here, and turn back towards the space center. We're now going to do a low pass, Top Gun style, past the control tower. Well, it's not actually a control tower; it's a vehicle assembly building. But in the fantasy that is my my aerobatic display, it's the equivalent of a control tower. And yeah, hopefully you haven't got bored and run away at this point. If you haven't, let me know how my display went, what you thought of my tricks, and if there's anything else I should try. Let's do this. Right, nice and low. So yeah, this whole time the camera hadn't really changed, because I'm keeping one hand's doing E and Q and the other hand's doing WASD. If you're wondering. Oh, why am I not on careful control? Right, I'm switching back to careful control now. For some reason I was doing that on standard control, but it seemed to be working fine, so I'm not too worried. Right, I'm going to level out here. Hopefully not hit the hangar. Bring it down to about 100 meters if possible. Okay, there we go. Bring it down a bit lower. Not that low. Oh, we're okay, we're okay, we're okay, we're okay. Still good, still good, we're still good, we're still good. Oh, curses. Dang and blast it all. And everything was going so well. I suppose it wouldn't be a bird mission if it didn't end in catastrophe. Oh! Okay, one last thing, and then I'm going to have to leave you. We're going to try landing and stopping with the parachutes. Probably not on the runway, because my precision is not fantastic, but we're going to fly out over the ocean, pull a half Cuban. I honestly don't know if that is the right name for it, but I have a vague memory in my head from going to air shows when I was younger that that's what that is. If it's not, please correct me so I can stop sounding like an idiot. But yeah, we're going to take off, fly over the ocean. Oh, why is it doing that? Point straight. Point. Okay, okay. Right, take off. Fly over the ocean. Careful controls. Oh my goodness, it's not liking me today. I think it's just crashed it. Okay, there goes the engine. So this landing's going to happen sooner than I thought. Right, let's turn around. Got to keep calm in these dramatic situations. I don't think we're going to make it to the runway. Not with this residual speed anyway. So let's bring the gear back out. Come on, gear. There we go. Coming down to get some speed up. And then I'm just going to keep the nose relatively level. And then point it up. Like so, when I get to a slightly lower altitude. So bringing it down, here we go. Okay, okay, here we go. I don't want to come down faster than about -5. Perfect. And now I'm going to deploy the parachutes. There we go. Beautiful. Look at that. If only I could do that on the runway, then I could declare this 100% success. But there we go. First 3 Kerbals to survive a space plane mission. Burton, Joffner and Dunzel. And of course, you guys are the first to watch it all the way through a successful mission. Not much of a successful mission, I know, but there you are. Thank you for watching, guys. It means a lot to me that you take the time to watch my videos. If you haven't subscribed and you want to be notified about when I make new videos, let's just hit break so it stops moving. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. If you like the video and want to let me know, either and, leave a comment down below letting me know what you liked, and hit the like button. That helps me out, and you know, it's generally a nice thing to do. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully more to come, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye then.